Hello everyone, welcome to your own YouTube channel. So here is your sir back with a new topic, proportion. So what is proportion? Right? Proportion. See, ratio is what? Comparing two quantities, two similar quantities, right? So if you are comparing two quantities, like if you are comparing A with B, you will write A ratio B. You will write A ratio B. And suppose you are having another two quantities, that is first and second quantity, and now we have taken third and fourth quantity. So third and fourth quantity is having a ratio between them, right? So we can write the third and fourth quantity as C ratio D. C ratio D. So there are two ratios, which means that there is going to be how many quantities? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 quantities. So two are having ratios among themselves and the other two are having ratios among themselves. Now if these two ratios are equal to each other, then they are said to be in proportion. If A is to B is equals to C is to D, then the ratios are said to be in proportion, and it is written as A is to B as C is to D. Written as A is to B, read as C is to D. A is to B as C is to D. So that makes a proportion, and we write proportion like this. Now this means what? That A upon B, A ratio B means what? A upon B, and C ratio D means what? C upon D. So it means that A upon B is equals to C upon D. Getting my point? On cross multiplication, this D will be multiplied with A and this B will be multiplied with C. So A into D is equals to B into C if the ratios are in proportion. Yes. So A is at the most left side and D is at the most right side. So these two are called as extremes. है ना, सबसे किनारे पे. And B and C are in between A and D. So these are called as means. So extremes and means. So we can say that A into D means what? Product of extremes is equals to product of means. Now this is going to be a very important formula, and which is going to help you in the chapter a lot, right? Then if suppose there are three quantities, now it's a totally different case. There are three quantities, one is A, one is B and one is C. So if A ratio B and B ratio C are equal to each other, then it is said that A, B, C are in continued proportion. It's a separate name given to them. Continued proportion. A, B and C are said to be in continued proportion, which means that A upon B is equals to B upon C. Again on cross multiplication you will get A into C is equals to B square. B into B will be what? B square. Or you can write it down as B is equals to square root of A dot C. B is equals to square root of A dot C. Now in this case A and C becomes the extremes and B becomes the mean. So B is called as the mean proportion. Mean proportional. And A and C are called as the first and third proportional. They are called as the first and third proportional. So let's come to the exercises. Exercise 7B. B for ball. Question number 1. Question number 1 is saying that check whether, not that weather which is outside, check whether, WHETHER, check whether the following numbers are given are in proportion or not. The following numbers are in proportion or not. Like the number given are in the first part 14, 8, 42, 24. So the numbers given are 14, 8, 42 and 24. Now we have to check that whether it is in proportion or not. So 14 ratio 8, 42 ratio 24. We will have to check both the ratios. So 14 is to 8 can be simplified into by cancelling it with 2. 2 sevens are 14, 2 fours are 8. And 42 upon 24 can be simplified by cancelling it with 6. 6 sevens are 42 and 6 fours are 24. So 7 by 4 is equals to 7 by 4, which means that both are having the same ratio. So we can say that 14 ratio 8 is in proportion with 42 ratio 24. 14 is to 8 as 42 is to 24. Right? This is one of the ways of doing the question. Or else what you can do, the other way is that if product of extremes is equal to product of means, then also they are going to be in proportion. So extreme is what? 14 multiplied by 24. These twos are extremes. And we don't know, so 8 multiplied by 42. So multiply it. 14 fours are 56, 6 written, 5 carry. 14 twos are 28, 28 and 5 32. Here 8 twos are 16, 15 fours are 56, 6, 5 carry, and 14 twos are 28, 28 and 5 will be 33, 336. 8 twos are 16, 6, 1 carry, 8 fours are 32 and 1 33. So both are equal. So this also says that 14 ratio 8 is as 42 ratio is to 24. So yes, it is in proportion. Yes, it is in proportion. So let's see another part of the same question. The fourth part. The fourth part is saying 1.2, comma 1.6, comma 0.9, comma 1.2. So product of extremes 1.2 into 1.2. So 12 into 12 is how much? 144. And point at a single place, collectively at two places, so place the point at the second place. So 1.44. And product of means, so 16 nines are 144. Single place, point at two places. So 1.44 equal to 1.44. Therefore 1.2 is to 1.6 is as 0.9 is to 1.2. Yes, they are in proportion. Let's see question number second. Question number second is saying find the value of x. Find the value of x in the given proportion. So it is saying question number 2, part 1. 65 is to x is equals to 13 is to 6. Now we have to find out the value of x. So by again product of extremes is equals to product of mean, we can write this 65 into 6 should be equal to 13 into x. Now we can write it as 65 into 6 upon 13 is equals to x, transposing the 13. It is multiplication, so it will come under division on the left hand side. 13 ones are 13, 13 fives are 65. So 5 into 6 will give you what? 30. So x should have a value of what? 30. When x will be 30, then the ratio will be in proportion. Let us see another part. Let us take the third part. In the third part it is saying 1 by x ratio 1 by 3 is equals to 1 by 2 ratio 1 by 5. Again taking product of means and extremes, so we can say 1 by x into 1 by 5 is equals to 1 by 3 into 1 by 2. Now we can say that 1 by x is equals to 5, 1 upon 5. When it will go there, it will become 5 upon 1. So 5 will reach in the numerator, and denominator 3 2s are 6. So 5 by 6. So 1 by x is 5 by 6. Therefore x will be what? 6 upon 5. So x should be 6 upon 5, so that the ratio becomes in continued proportion. Let's see another question. Question number 3, which is saying find the fourth proportional. Find the fourth proportional. 9, 36, 19, and we have to find the fourth proportion. So let us say the fourth proportional is x. So again we can apply product of extremes into is equals to product of means. So we can say x is equals to 36 into 19 upon 9. 9 fours are 36 and 19 fours are 76. So 76 should be the fourth proportion. let us see the third part, which is saying 5.1 comma 8.5 comma 1.8, right? So let us take the fourth proportional to be x. Again, product of extremes is equals to product of mean. So x is equals to 8.5 into 1.8 upon 5.1. Point se point cancel because at the same place 17 5s are 85, 17 3s are 51, 3 6s are 18, so 0.6, 0.6 into 5 30, so 30 along with a point 3.0, so there is no meaning of 0.0, so x should have a value of 3 so that it comes into proportion. Let us see question number 4. Question number 4 is saying find the mean proportional between 81 and 100. 81 and 100. So let that mean proportional be B. So according to the formula, if they are in continued proportion, B is equals to square root of A into C, where A and C is the first and third proportion values. So A is 81 and C is 100. Square root of 81. 81 can be written as 9 into 9. 100 can be written as 10 into 10. So a pair of 9, a pair of 10, 9 will come outside, 10 will come outside, 9 into 10 will become 90. So the mean proportional is 90. In the similar manner, there is third part which says that 7 upon 11 comma mean proportion comma third proportion is 9 upon 308. So let the mean proportion be B. So B is equals to square root of 7 by 11 multiplied by 9 upon 308. So if we cancel out 308, 7 4s are 28, 7 4s are 28. So it will become square root of 9 can be written as 3 into 3, 11, and 44 can be written as 11 into 4, and further 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So pair of 3, pair of 11, pair of 2. 3 upon 11 multiplied by 2, that is 3 upon 22. Question number 5, saying find the third proportion. Find the third proportion. 6 comma 9, third proportion is not there, so let us suppose it is C. So by the formula B square is equals to A into C, it will be 9 square is equals to A into C, that is A is 6 and C. So 9 square means 9 into 9, 6 into C. 6 taken to the left hand side, cancelled by 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So C will be 9 3s are 27 upon 2. Then let's see the fourth part, which says 240 paise, then 480 paise, and third proportion is not known. So again, b square is equals to a into c. So 240 into 240 upon 480 is equals to c. 240 will cancel 480 by 2, 2 will cancel 240, 120. So c is 120. Question number 6. Saying that show that 5, 25, 125 are in continued proportion. 5, 25, 125 are in continued proportion. So b square, if b square is equals to ac, then it is in continued proportion, which means that 25 square, if it is equals to 5 into 125, then it is in continued proportion. 25 square is 625, 5 into 125 is also 625. So LHS is equals to RHS, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore 5, 25, 125 are in continued proportion. Right. Then let us see question number 7. Question number 7 says that the number of pages in a book is increased from 360 to 540. The price is increased in the same ratio. If the old price was 270, what will be the new price? So the number of pages ratio of pages in a book between two books is 360 is to 540, and the price of books has increased in the same manner. So earlier price was 270 rupees. So what will be the new price? So if it is having the same ratio, then let that price be x. So according to proportion, product of extremes should be equal to product of means, which means that extreme is 360 and x. So 360 multiplied by x is equals to 270 multiplied by 540. So x is equals to 270 into 540 upon 360. 0 0 cancel. 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36, 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are 20. 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are 20. So 135 into 3. 5 3s are 15, 1 carry, 3 3s are 9, 1 10, 0 1 carry, 3 1s are 3 and 1 4. So new price is 405 rupees. Let's see question number 8. Question number 8 is saying two friends bought a house for 45 lakh rupees. Two friends bought a house for 45 lakh rupees. Neeraj paid 20 lakh, Sanjeev paid the rest. 3 years later they sold the house for 63 lakh. How much should Neeraj receive from the sale? So initial price of the house was 45 lakh rupees and ratio of Neeraj to Sanjeev, both the friends. So Neeraj paid 20 lakh so the rest, that is 25 lakh, was paid by Sanjeev. So they had a ratio of how much? We can cancel these zeros. Then we can cancel it with 5. 5 4s are 20. 5 5s are 25. So the ratio was 4:5. The ratio was 4:5. New price of the house is 63 lakh. So how much will Neeraj receive from the sale? So Neeraj receives, the fraction will be 4 upon 9, 4 plus 5 9, multiplied by 63 lakh. 9 divides 63 with 7 and 7 4s are 28. So now he will receive 28 lakh rupees. Question number 9. Question number 9 says that if 25 persons can dig a trench 36 meter long in one day, find the number of persons required to dig a trench 108 meter long in one day. Question number 9. So the ratio of number of persons with the length of the trench, number of persons to the length of trench is 25 persons digging a trench of how much length? 36 meter long. Question number 9. It is saying if 25 persons can dig a trench 36 meter long in a day, how many number of persons will be required to dig a trench of 108 meter length? So the ratio of persons, number of persons, will be 25 ratio, and in the second case we do not know how many number of persons. So let us suppose that number of persons be x, and the ratio of length of trench, earlier it is of 36 meter length and later it is required of 108 meter length. So if they are in proportion, product of extreme will be equal to product of mean. Therefore we can say that 25 and 108 is the extreme. So 25 multiplied by 108 is equals to 36 multiplied by x. So 25 into 108 upon 36 is equals to x. Now 3 times 36, 3 is a 108. So 25 3 is a 75. 75 persons will be required. So pay attention, when you are comparing the ratios, the quantity should be same. So we are comparing persons to person and the length of trench to length of trench. Never compare a separate quantity from a different quantity. See question number 10. 12 people can clean an office building in 3 hours. How long it will take by 4 people? So 12 people ratio, we don't know how many people in the second case, so x number of people, it is known 12 people in the first case, and in the second case 4 people. In the first case they are taking 3 hours, in the second case we do not know. So product of extremes is equals to product of mean. So 12 into x is equals to 4 into 3. Now see, in the first case number of people is 12. Number of people is 12. And in the second case the number of people reduced to 4. Number of people reduced to 4. Now before coming to question number 10, I would like to discuss one thing with you all, that quantities are having two type of proportions. One is called direct proportion, the other one is called inverse proportion. Direct proportion is between those quantities in which one of the quantity increase, the other quantity also gets increased. If first quantity is decreased, the other quantity also gets decreased. Like if we are buying 5 chocolates for 20 rupees, then 50 chocolates would cost. Now see, there are two types of relations. Before coming to question number 10, I would like to discuss this thing with you all. There are two types of relation. One is called direct relation, the other one is called inverse relation. The direct relation says that if one of the quantity is increasing, the other will also increase, and if one of the quantity is decreasing, the other also gets decreased. Like you are buying 1 chocolate for 10 rupees, then 5 chocolate would cost 50 rupees. Correct? 5 chocolate 50 rupees, 1 chocolate 10 rupees. Simple. The other one is called inverse relation, which means that if one of the quantity is increased, the other will decrease, and if one of the quantities decrease, the other will increase. Like one man can do a work in 10 days. Now if there are 2 men, then the number of days required will be less. So the number of men is increasing and the number of days is decreasing. So such relation is called inverse relation. Right? So in this inverse proportion, we will reverse the ratio. Like in the question number 10, it is saying 12 people can clean an office building in 3 hours. 12 people can clean an office building in 3 hours. And whereas in the next case 4 people, it is asked that 4 people will take how many hours? So we will not go in the same ratio, the ratio will be reversed. So the correct one would if we are going in the order, then it should have been written that 3 is to x. But now as the ratio will be reversed, we will write instead of 3 is to x, x is to 3. The ratio is reversed. So now again you can apply by proportion. 12 into 3, that is extreme, should be equal to 4x. 12 into 3 upon 4 should be equal to x. 4 cancels 12, 3, so 3 3s are 9, so it will take 9 hours. 3 people will take 9 hours. Now it is obvious by concept wise also. If there are 12 people, they are taking only 3 hours. Now if the number of people is reduced to 4, they will take more hours to clean the same building. So that is 9 hours. So in this way we will proceed in this question. Question number 11. The ratio of the areas of two squares is 4:5. The ratio of area A1 is to A2 is 2:11, right? The ratio of two squares is 4:5, sorry, not 2:11. It is 4:5. The ratio of areas of two squares is 4:5. If the area of bigger square is 475, what is the area of both, the total area of both the square? So if the area of the bigger square, so bigger square is holding at what position? Second position. So the bigger square area is 475 centimeter square. 475 centimeter square. So let the smaller square is having the area of x. Right? So they are in proportion. Again, product of extremes is equals to product of mean. So 4 into 475 upon 5 is equals to x. 5 9s are 45, 2 25, 5 5s are 25. 95 into 4, 5 4s are 20, 0 4 carry, 5 4s are 20, 0 2 carry, 9 4s are 36 and 2 38. So 380 centimeter square is the area of the smaller square. Now it is asking the total area. So the total area will be 475, the bigger one, plus 380, the smaller one. So 5 8 7 15, 5 1 carry, 4 3 7 1 8, 855. So option number C is correct. Let's see the last question, question number 12. Question number 12 is saying Jaya has two maps, map A and map B. Jaya has two map A and map B. So the map scale of A is 1:25,000 and B is 1:10,000. A is having scale of 1:25,000 and B is having scale of 1:10,000. 1:10,000. Now it's saying that on map B the distance between town X and town Y is 16 centimeter. The distance between town X to town Y on map B is 16 centimeters. 16 centimeters. what is the distance between the town on map A? So what will be the distance on map A? So if we first of all find out what is the ratio of the two scales of A and B. So 1:25,000 is to 1:10,000. In between the two scales, this is representing a larger value in smaller space, and this is representing a larger value, a smaller value compared to this one. So the smaller value 2 will be for B and the larger value 5 will be for A. We will reverse the ratio. So on reversing the ratio, we will get 5:2. So now 5:2 is to X, or you can say the distance is D ratio 16. So we can say that product of extreme is equal to product of mean. So 5 into 16 is equals to 2 into D. That is 5 into 16 upon 2 is equals to D. 2 8s are 16, 8 5s are 40. So 40 centimeter. That is option B is correct. So that was a tricky one. There was a scale on A, then scale on B. We find out the ratio of the two scales, that is 2:5. Then we reverse the ratio. And then we compared it with the value of the length of the distance taken, and we get the answer.